Hello again. Hello, Needle. I guess that's all the music for now. I came here to talk about my days at Moby Disc Records. I used to work for this record store. It's the best job I ever, well, it's the most fun job I ever had, for sure. I got to meet a lot of really cool and interesting people. I was asked at the time by a man named Kenny. He was a director for a new station, a new internet thing going on. They wanted me to be a music director for them, but Sirius XM was really cool, but I don't like driving in traffic, and I would have had to drive from the valley to somewhere on the west side. It would have driven me nuts. So I kind of regret not doing that job, but I've had plenty of other good jobs in between now and then. So while I was at Moby, I met a lot of great musicians, a lot of famous people, of course, but some of the people that were just my friends when we were young have become either famous or very well respected, very well known artists themselves. I have friends like my friend Bo Chung, who recommended me my acoustic guitar amp over there that I enjoy playing on my videos. Bo Chung is in a band called Old Toy Trains, named after a Roger Miller song. He worked across the street from me at Moby, at Tower Records in Sherman Oaks. We were competitors, but we were friends. And I worked with a man named Nick Huntington. Nick is the one that turned me on to veganism back in 1995. I asked him about it, and he told me about it. One of these days, I'll tell you a whole story about Nick. Nick ended up being in a band called Freescha, Freescha. They make really great electronic music. I don't think they're so active anymore. I don't know what he's doing now, but he's a great musician named Nick Huntington, and he's in Freescha. I also had a good friend named Emmett Kelly, Emmett Kelly, Kelly. His band is called the Cairo Gang, like Cairo, Egypt, and gang. He's amazing. He sounds like Jimi Hendrix these days. And when he was younger, he was just beautiful. He's the most talented musician I've ever been close friends with. There's some great musicians there. Mike Murphy, great singer, play guitar, but his voice is smooth as silk. I work with Sean O'Shea, talented drummer, Juan Soloranzo, John Barucki, and Howard. Howard was our manager, and he was an amazing bass player. I hope someday to get in touch with him again. He's one of my best friends, but he had to go underground for a little while because of a crazy woman. But anyways, Moby Disc was great, great musicians. I'm going to tell you stories more about them later on. If any of you are watching, say hi. Hi, Bo. Hi, Bo. I was Moby Disc, and for any of you from the San Fernando Valley or Los Angeles area who are interested, I have a friend named Dana Catherine at Dana Catherine Jewelry. She's a specialist in gemstones. I didn't get everything from her there. I got a few of these from her, but you know I like gemstones, and if you're in LA, go visit Dana. There's a few of the paintings, one by myself, one by my ex-friend. And here's a little indoor garden I have. My little gecko hanging out on my cactus. I got peperomias, different types of peperomias. These are all different types of, ooh, a snake. There's a snake in my garden, in the house. That's not nice. Got butterflies. That's another peperomia. All these plants on this table, except for this one here, and this one here, and of course the cactus. Oh, this one. I have a lot of peperomias here. I have a lot of guitars. In due time, I'll tell you more stories about me and my friends, and I'll show you my garden. I'm going to give gardening lessons on this YouTube channel. Gardening tips, tips on art, tips on environmental science, tips on how to find the best dragon for your collection. I have different dragons from all over the world. Some art by my sister, and some by myself, and some by nature. And I have a lot of movies. We can discuss movies later on. I know most people like movies. I have some Grateful Dead stuff. We'll be talking about Jerry, of course, Bob, Mickey, Bill, Bruce, all of them, all of the guys that ever played with the Dead. Jimi Hendrix. Some of my garden literature, I gave most of it away when I moved from California. That's okay. A lot of Grateful Dead books. I'm excited to talk to you all about myself, and I'm excited to play some music for you. So I'll do one more short something, because this is a long video. Nobody's gonna watch this whole thing, but I'm also not gonna edit it. Good night. I'm tired. And Noodle's looking like he needs to poop. Good night, Noodle.